Hello, hello. That's a little bit too far from my mouth. Hello. We're continuing our April Fool's run, which, okay, we didn't start at April Fool's. We haven't been doing it for 2 months. But it was a run that was made for April Fool's, so we're continuing that today. We have, let's see, last time we discovered that it is so much worse than we thought, about probably 4 times slower than we were expecting. So that's fun. So we do have something to make up for that. Actually, we need to correct that actually. But yeah, we do have something to make up for that because this was designed for like 20 people. So we have a couple of things to make it that we're effectively not quite 20 people, but have a little bit more to make up for that. I do need to update this. Let's see, for people who come here and don't want to check the pin. The scenario for today. Okay. There we go. We're bumping this up. I think that was right. Yeah, okay. So that'll make it that we, are more balanced around having a single player. Because if you missed it last time, this is what the underground looks like. And we go just a little bit farther away, we see a giant wall of rocks. Like a constant layer of rocks. We've mined out a lot of this one. But yeah, it takes roughly 30 minutes to get a patch. Or it took roughly 30 minutes to get a patch, which is not great. When you have 20 people, it would be fine, but it meant that I would spend 30 minutes to get what was up to 130,000 iron, but was usually like 50. I think there's like an update, although I doubt I have that. I don't actually know how I would update it. But there was an update to it that I think adds an unbarreler, which would make it that you can pass liquids through the underground, but I don't think we really need to do that unless we want uranium, I guess. But I don't think that is a huge goal right now. I don't know why that's up there. But yeah, we need to defend our base. So I feel like we need military science. Because I feel like we need flamethrowers and we need like a wall. Or we just need to push bases. Honestly, we could push bases. The problem with pushing bases is that we can't really cross water without a lot of landfill. I guess we only need 1 landfill for every other tile. Because basically bots can, well, they can't fly, but they can effectively fly. So there's not a huge difference, honestly. Yeah, well, we'll just say they can fly. It's fairly accurate, to be honest. Okay, are we getting any stone? I think we need to go mine some stone down here because we are definitely running out of landfill. Let's go take care of that real quick. We can even give it this new patch. Perfect. Hopefully this does what I want it to. It's definitely faster to mine stuff than to use bots, so that's nice. Bots are actually kind of useless now. Alright, we did increase player length as well. That's a weird way to put it. But we did increase how long our players' arms are. Effectively. I guess we can get this. It's not, oh, come on. Okay, well I mean, it's stuck there. This is only going to give me about 1,000 iron because we do have the mining productivity bonuses, so it is kind of worth it. Like, this isn't 6,000, this is more like 60,000 stone, which admittedly, not a lot, right? Like, that's still very little. But it's much more manageable. And then we're getting better at putting the walls too. Although, one disadvantage of having the extra mining speed that we are given, we are much more prone to cave-ins because we can mine so fast that we can break everything before we've actually accounted for that. So that's fun. So if anyone's wondering if it's a pure advantage, it's not. it still has its downsides, so don't worry. We're still suffering. Oh, cool! It cleared my hotbar. But yeah, one of those changes is very small, but it's pretty annoying. It's one of the changes that's pretty annoying is the random hotbar changes. Like it does very little, but your hotbar does swap. Bad patches with Marathon. Yeah, fortunately the person who made the mod gave me an out. Let me or one of the people who made the mod did give me an out, so I was given permission to cheat. To cheat in some mining productivity. So it's 10 times more or 10 times better patches than it would have been. But like it's still not great. See, is that gonna work? I think so. Okay, so I think we need a chest that clears out coins. That would be good. We can keep them down here too, where the shop is. Actually, we don't really need to clear the coins out. I think they stack really, really high, don't they? Yeah, they have like infinite stacks. It actually doesn't matter. I don't know why this isn't working though. Oh, right. I know why it's not working. There we go. This is just to make landfill. That's better. Okay, and then I guess we can just start filling the silo again. Yeah, that should be fine. But yeah, it's rough. It was a lot tougher to start because, well, I say that, but everything's gone worse as well. Like we do have some things that compensate for how painful the start was, right? But I don't know if they fully make up for it. I will delete these. We don't need them. Because like on the one hand, we now have 10 times the mining productivity and 10 times the mining speed. On the other hand, we're now in Marathon. Inserters have like a 20% chance to be rotated randomly, regardless of if I place them or the bot. So there's a lot of things that kind of make it that I don't really feel like I'm better off. Let's see, mining productivity is useless. I still haven't figured out what exactly the tiers do. There is like, I feel like there is a hint that maybe it is more nefarious than I thought. That's the word I was thinking of the other day. It's more nefarious than I thought it was, but I don't know exactly what that means. But either way, it's definitely not a good thing. That's for sure. I thought it was just to annoy me, but it could have something much darker behind it, basically. Like it causes more random things to happen. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe there's a limited amount of text I can research. That would be crazy. No, that doesn't make sense. That could literally soft lock you. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what that is. How's the stone working here? I might do another one. Because we do need landfill if we want to push biter bases, which is important because I don't think we can reasonably defend. Okay, that'll work. Honestly, this is a decent amount of landfill production for how fast we need to push bases, I think. Okay, so that looks pretty good. We have plastic going there. Oh, we need to replenish those, right? So what are they missing? Just steel? Okay, steel's pretty easy to get. I think it might be worth setting up a robot network. I'm pretty sure they're fairly awful, but it would be nice to basically fix anything biters damage. Okay, yeah, actually we weren't in a huge rush to repair this. So that's good. We can set up oil cracking, or we can improve oil crack. Actually, you know, oil cracking seems totally fine. We'll just wait here. Maybe we should expand our defenses, though. That could be worth it. Now, it is tough because there is a small chance that turrets, you know, turn on me, which is not good. If I place a turret, it can just instantly start shooting me. So when I go place more turrets to defend the base, I really do need to add... I need to make sure I have ammo on me. So that way I can destroy it if it goes rogue, which is a very cruel change. Which is why I kind of want flamethrower turrets, because I don't think flamethrower turrets could be bad. Because if they do turn on me, they can't face towards me. Like they can't make a 180. The iceberg shifts, I don't notice anything. Okay, that's good. How's this going? Okay, this is going pretty good. I don't know what we're buffering these for, but we are making them So maybe we'll find a use for them one day. Bots are following me. I don't know why. Don't know what I did to upset them. I'm going to move this so I can walk through it, though. There we go. Much better. Okay, are they going to turn on me? Okay, those didn't turn on me. That's a good start. I'll take that, honestly. Okay, that one did. Oh, but the other turrets can help me. Okay, that actually makes it a lot better. No, that's definitely more manageable. Okay. Oh. Perfect timing, actually. Glad we were there to defend it. Okay, so we need to push this biter base because it's causing a lot of problems. I'm assuming it's this one. That one will attack soon. So we have landfill. Hopefully enough. We need some more... Well, we don't really need turrets. They're not that useful. We do need more ammo. Oh, look at that. It's random. It's random again. I can't believe I didn't notice that it was changing, but like that it was alternating between being invisible or being random and not. Like I just thought I was going crazy. Like this mod really just does that to you. Like you don't believe anything ever. Like there's no reason for you to trust anything. Wow, bots suck without upgrades. I'm just gonna put that out there. This is what level 0 bots look like. Oh my gosh. But because we have marathon on, and I want to get important text before the marathon increases again, I don't want to research bot speed. Like that doesn't seem like a good investment. Unless maybe marathon is tied to specific researches. But I feel like it's tied to research count. So I can't justify researching robots. I guess this is our life now. Does the game not have music? Is that one of the changes? Hopefully that's not one of the changes. But I feel like it has been awfully quiet. Let's see, no change. Spinning world level 3. Okay, hold up. We did not put that list. That is not on our list. We have not seen that one before. Spinning world. No idea. Oh, did I just take damage? Why did I take damage? Okay, I still haven't figured that out. We've been taking damage randomly for a long time, and I don't know what's causing it. Oh, wait. Floor is lava. I think standing still damages us. Okay, I think that one I understand. Okay, I'm not going to place those because they might churn on me, which would be bad. Okay, we're going to turn bots off. If we have a car... We do have a car. Okay, but we don't have fuel. Well, that's an easy fix, right? Oh, come on. We got 8 coal. Oh, is this must be the base that's attacking me. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Why the attacks are happening so frequently. There's literally a base right next to me. Okay. So they can swim. I'm pretty sure biters can swim, but this is definitely closer. Actually, am I pretty sure biters can swim? I don't know. I'm not sure of anything. But yeah, once famous streamer and speedrunner, now prisoner of its own mind and scenarios deception. Yeah, that's very accurate. We are a prisoner to this mod, and I don't think there's any way to any other way to describe it. Okay, this will waste a little bit, but I think that's fine because I'm not that hurting for resources. Okay, these are just small worms, so I don't think they're a problem. I love how they can just walk on water. Do I have that in the scenario, actually? Biters can swim. Okay, I do have that written at the top. You know, I think I just have to push through it, because you can't really dance there. I don't know what I thought would happen, but it wasn't that. Okay, so we have a car. That means we have 2 options here. One of them is to just give up. Okay, so we have 3 options. One of them is to just walk around and fight it on foot. The other one is to try to drive around with a car, which, I'll be honest, that doesn't usually work well, but you know what? There's very little downside, right? Yeah. Actually, no, this isn't bad at all. Like, if I lose the car, I lose the car. I probably shouldn't have put 100 piercing rounds in it, considering we shot 0 of the bullets, but that's fine. That's not the end of the world. Okay. So the close bases taken care of, good. Now they can. Well, I was gonna say now they can walk across the lake and fight me, but you know that's not new. They've always been able to do that. So we do have another base down there, which I think will cause problems soon. We have no defenses in that corner. We probably need to add some kind of turrets down there. Because the problem with the whole underground thing is I can't really react to biter attacks very quickly. How close are we? I think we're halfway to better power armor though. That's going to be pretty big. See, is our power armor working by the way? Actually, wait. Oh, no, it wasn't. At some point I had bumped that off. Okay. So we weren't actually using our exoskeleton probably this whole time. Yeah, definitely we haven't been using them this whole time. Whoops. You can tell I do not use them very often. Okay, so I guess we can just make more turrets. And honestly, these are kind of expensive. I could put a turret wall here, I think. Okay, I think that'll work. And by turret wall, I mean ammo belt. I mean, I guess same thing. It is kind of both. But yeah, ammo belts are actually useful when you don't want to waste the resources on military science. And it's not that, okay, it's not that military science itself is expensive. It's just that I don't know what we're going to do if researching military science and getting all those techs gives us more, like worse modifiers, right? So I basically have to choose between potentially having better defenses or just having everything be harder. And I don't think the defenses are actually going to save me more time than I'll lose from whatever cruel upgrade I get. Okay, that's fine. I probably should have learned my lesson. I should fill the turrets first. Wow, these take forever. Oh, come on. That one's just so, like, mildly frustrating. Because my hotbar is just slowly getting replaced. I don't like it. Then again, what part of the mod do I like? Actually, I like a lot of it. It's just some are cooler than others. Okay, so let's start going towards... Oh, is LDS good? Nothing really stands out to me as useful right now. I guess we can do modules. What is this limited by? Modules and blue chips? Sure. That's fine with me. Okay, let's just think about this like Factorio. Okay, now that I've established some basic defenses. Not amazing defenses, but I think they'll... Oh, come on. Not amazing defenses, but I think they'll do the job. But now that we've established that, we got to science, so that means the next thing we need to do is rocket parts and sciences. Now, I had an idea. I don't remember what it was. But basically last time I realized that I probably want to build all the science and rocket parts I need first before researching anything else in terms of the rocket silo in case of marathon, I guess. No, that doesn't really make sense. But I definitely want the framework for getting all the future sciences built early, right? Before we start taking hits to build speed and all that stuff. Because things are going to get harder to build, for sure. Because I don't think we've maxed out our inserter failure rate. And I don't really want to push that. Okay, so everything's in the wrong spot. What do we need for launch? So we could do the basic purple science build. I think that's always a decent plan. This isn't producing, it's out of copper. That's actually quite bad. But that's fixable. Let's pretend we have resources. Also, we got something. Meteors level 4. Still don't know what Meteors does. I don't think there's anything that suggests Meteors does anything, so... I don't know. Oh, is it this thing? Oh, maybe... Oh, okay, there's a weird mix of resources here. That could be Meteors. That's actually a lot of resources. Well, okay, it doesn't look like a lot. I will say it doesn't look like a lot, but we got to consider I have a 10 times boost. So things like these patches, like this right here is like 50,000 resources times 10. So that's 500,000 resources total. I don't know if we can mine it. I actually haven't tested if we can place a drill on the surface, but we probably can, considering biters can turn into ore. I definitely need to. Oh, do I need? Oh, I need cliff explosives. Wait, do cliff explosives need? They don't need military, right? No, they don't need military. Okay, so cliff explosives might cause more things to be researched, which is not good, but that's fine. Well, what is good, right? Okay, so we obviously need a large red chip build. Let's start with that. I don't think I can go wrong with that. 2 levels of cliff explosives. Okay, so one thing this mod does is adds tiers to all of the technology. I haven't fully figured out why. I feel like there's a more nefarious reason than what I'm thinking. But since researching stuff causes changes to happen, I'm wondering if maybe everything is divided into text so that way you have more chaos happen. But there could be something more to it that I don't understand. Because I don't think it makes things cost more. I think the cost is divided between the 3 tiers. But yeah, everything has different tiers. So like the final rocket silo, I think has like even more, probably like 5 tiers. Yeah, the silo has 5 tiers that we have to research. And we're also marathon, so it costs a lot more. Honestly, it might. This might just cost more. I think this costs like 8 times as much with marathon. So maybe the tiers also add a cost. But either way, yeah, that's what the tiers are. It just means you have to research all of them before anything happens. Okay, I could buffer green chips, but that's not our bottleneck, so I don't think buffering green chips is a good idea. Let's do... Oh, thank you. Sure. I was indecisive about where to put this. That works. Okay. And then this will get a full belt of copper. This will get a full belt of copper. Yeah, okay, I think I can live with this. I don't think recipes can't be changed, but there is a chance. It is possible, so maybe I should be careful. Also, why am I building 2 halves at once when I can just rotate it later? Okay, so we are out of fast inserters, but that's fine. Do we have evil insert? We do not have evil assemblers yet. I am worried that they exist. I am very worried that they exist. So, but I'm trying hard not to think about it, because if they do, I don't know what that could entail, but I don't think I want to know, right? Okay, I like how I have 2,000 red chips. I don't even know what to do with it. Okay, but this seems all right. But I mean, do we really need evil inserters, evil assemblers when we have evil everything else, like rotating inserters? Do they come to life and eat you? Probably. That sounds right to me. Like, what if anything's gonna betray you in Factorio, assemblers make the most sense, right? They're the things that get the most abuse, other than bots. Oh gosh, will bots betray me? No, bots would never. I'm loyal to bots. That was weird. Okay, that seems fine. Some of them are placed wrong. Oh my gosh, most of them are placed wrong. Okay, cool. This is going great. Okay, random placements, my beloved. Thank you for that. You are loyal to them, not vice versa. Fair. There's no reason that they're loyal to... I can assume they're loyal to me. Honestly, nothing's loyal to me. If an inserter somehow grabs my character and throws it across the room, I won't be surprised. That's the state my mind is in right now. I just don't trust anything. Wait, do bots not have random inserter placements? I could have sworn they did when I copied that build. Maybe it's because I copied the build wrong. If bots don't have random rotations, I think I made this a lot harder than it... Well, not made it harder than it needs to be. We just got to bots, but I think we can make it a lot more tolerable. Okay, and then this goes here. Okay, that should be fine. I like to think I can actually support this one day, but it's going to be quite the spaghetti base to get that over there, over here. So we'll see if it works. See, I think we need a fast loader. And we need a little bit of red belt. Just because of this amount of space we did not include here. This used to be steel furnaces. Hopefully we don't need any more. Because we're just gonna leave that there. Actually, why did I make a fast loader? There's literally no advantage to a fast loader over just putting a loader there. Unless I was space limited, but I wasn't. Okay, that should be fine. And then output. How did I... Okay, that wasn't part of the mod, but I placed this all in the wrong spot. You know what? I'm going to say it's part of the mod. I'm a certified bot abuser. Okay, good point. Good point. We definitely have some valid points here. So maybe I'm not one to talk. Okay, so we don't need this stone patch anymore. So that means we can replace it with a much nicer copper patch. Like this. And then if we do a splitter early, actually let's do the splitter as late as we can. Because I didn't want to have to bring 2 belts out of that. It seemed awful. There we go. Okay, so when we eventually have more copper, this should work perfectly. You finally finished designing the sushi mall, consuming 7 lanes of iron plus 3 copper. Oh my gosh. Very impressive. Hopefully that is useful someday. But yeah, congrats on finishing that. Well done. Okay, let's see if bots are rotated, I guess. That's the real question. That's not what I meant to say. Let's see if bot placements can be rotated, because I have not confirmed that yet. I feel like they can. But, you know, maybe things are looking up. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe life is better than I expected in this mod. It's probably not, but like the relief I'll feel if it is. We can't put a price on that, but I can pretty confidently say it's they are randomized. I'm just trying to believe, because that one was placed in a random direction. Yeah. Yep. That's fine. We're still going to use them because it's no different than us building it. Okay, this is probably not a good use of landfill, but that's fine. We have it. We might as well use it. Okay, perfect. So this will make 14. I need to make this twice as large. Yikes. We don't really have the space for that. But this will be more than enough red chips. Ooh, actually, is it more? I want to say it's more than enough red chips, because if it were vanilla, it would be. But the thing is, this isn't vanilla at all. We have marathon, so things are like 10 times pricier. So yeah, I don't think we are gonna have enough chips from this. Oh well, we can at least start building them. Okay, and we can do 24, so let's do up to this point, I think is the exact halfway point. Okay, so hopefully that is enough. 24 on each side, total of 40. Okay, I think we're good. We don't have enough plastic for this. Yikes. The marathon thing, I don't know why I wasn't expecting marathon. That definitely threw me for a loop for sure, in terms of how viable this run seemed. I should have been expecting it in terms of like, oh, they're going to do something to make things slower. But I didn't think it would be like an 8 times or 4 to 8 times science boost. Cost boost, and it might get worse. It might get worse. So what's this sushi mall make? Other than sushi. Okay, we have to check them all one by one. But yeah, is it like 100 science per minute? Probably not 100 science per minute from that. But I'm assuming, well, you called it a mall, so I'm imagining it produces conveyor belts and stuff. But I can't imagine a world where you need that much iron going into conveyors. Actually, wait, no. Based on my burner design, I guess it's not that hard to do. especially if they're like red or blue. Okay, I guess that's fine. I mean, it doesn't work, so does it really matter if it's set up properly? Probably not. Okay. It's no longer defended, and pollution is getting farther, which is terrifying. At least this is nicely protected. Well, not protected, but, you know, at least it's doing okay. Okay, so we need to get more copper. I don't want to have to go back to the underground, but we gotta. Also, why did we deconstruct coins? I don't know why I did that, but that was a mistake. We didn't gain anything from it, and I feel like it made life so much more complicated. Oh, that's not right. That is not right at all. There we go. I don't think that caused any problems. Actually, that might have caused problems. No, we have these. No, we have these as backups. So yeah, never mind. That didn't break anything. You're trying to speedrun a mod, and that's the second mall build just after bots. Okay, so it is literally just a mall. Okay. It's sushi because you don't have to build it. Yeah, that's a good reason. No, sushi's really nice when you don't have to be the one building it. Okay, so this is the lane we need. I don't know what this third one is, but obviously we don't need it, apparently, if we can forget about it. That's not a good reason. We don't need it if we can pretend we don't need it. Is not a great justification, now that I've said it out loud. But, you know, it's the justification we're going with. Okay, that can go there. I think... Wait, is this a fast loader? Oh, it is a fast loader. Okay, new plan. Fast loader into a fast splitter when we get one. That way we can turn 2 lanes out of it. Actually, no. If we make this all a red belt, I think that's even better. Because I think that's manageable. Yeah. I need to be more mindful of biter attacks. I was thinking this is space exploration where I've completely desensitized myself to beeps. But yep, nope. They matter. They definitely matter here. Okay, so I guess we can just kind of steal some turrets and move this ammo belt over here instead, right? Okay, turret, please don't turn on me. Oh, come on. I just asked you not to do that. That's so rude of them. Okay, there we go. Then I guess I'll just grab this ammo. We'll grab the turret. Let's see. As long as we have a couple here, I think we'll be fine. We'll probably go push the base, but I want to get copper first. Ooh, could you imagine if that placement... Ooh, that placement could have actually been pretty bad. Like, I wasn't too concerned with it initially. But if they can auto-drop a gun turret, that gun turret can also become rogue, and that turret can then shoot me, which would be good. Bad. What is this mod? It is an April Fool scenario. That is just intended to troll me. It was intended for like a large group of players, so we're playing it solo, so it's a lot worse. But I'm having fun with it. If you type the command wwksf, that gives a brief description of what we think we know so far, is what I'm calling it. Because basically more things get revealed to us as time goes by. And I don't quite know what some of them do. And some of them might just be wrong. We really don't know for sure. Because we just get like vague things like meteors or spinning world level 3. I don't know what spinning world is. I have not seen anything that makes that seem like it has a meaning. Yeah, that's why it's what we think we know so far now. Actually, I should probably update the title too. What we think we know so far. There we go. But yeah, it's basically just a huge troll mod is the gist of it. Yeah, it's so much less evil in multiplayer. Yeah, that would be my guess. Fortunately, we were given permission to make it less evil for ourselves, but I will say it's still very evil. It didn't really solve everything. It just made things a little bit more manageable solo. by having like a 90% speed boost and stuff. Okay, what is that? Oh, come on. How are they attacking that part? Oh yeah, biters can swim. That's the reason defense is really hard right now. They can literally attack from anywhere. Okay, so that actually leaves our power, so that's kind of bad. But yeah, biters have the ability to swim, which is cruel. 2x2 walls are ceiling support. I think so. I don't know if they need to be 2x2. I have not confirmed that, but whenever I tried to make a row of walls, things still collapsed. So it might have to do with wall density or something like that. I'm not entirely sure of the mechanics, but walls do act as some form of ceiling support. And maybe one day I'll understand exactly how it works. That would be nice. Okay, we are barely out of belt, so we're just gonna connect it there. And that should be fine. Okay, that'll give us a lot more copper. Anti is not a scientist. I mean, it's more that when I'm playing Factorio, I don't really want to do a bunch of tests. I would not say I'm not a scientist, though. Okay, and then this isn't filtered. How is that not filtered? I mean, we'll fix that, but I don't know why it's not working. Oh, when we first... We forgot, we didn't set the filter. Yeah, that makes sense, because we moved it. That's fine. It ended up not backing up the belt too badly, so we'll be okay. You don't even remember how it truly works, to be honest? Yeah, I don't either. Mostly because I've never known. We could do a test. The issue with testing is I just want to get the mod done. And I don't think we'll save time knowing than we will just guessing. Okay, how do we defend our base? That's the real question I want to ask right now. Or figure out right now. I could have sworn there was a biter over here. Okay. It's probably somewhere over this peninsula. That is so far away, though. What if we just make... What if I just make a wall? What if I wall myself in with turrets? Like, that isn't a bad idea, right? It does make expansion harder, but it would make me pretty safe. So if we're going to do that, I should probably automate turrets somehow. See, we don't need solar panels anymore, so this would be a good turret spot. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Well, I say it works, but it probably works. That's more accurate. Okay, so all we're missing now is if... Oh, wait, is there... Okay, these are splitting up. That makes me think there's like one random transport belt in the middle of this. That's causing it to slow down, right? Like right here. Ah, right. Invincibility mod made it that transport belts weren't fully replaced. Okay, not a big deal. And then once we get this fast splitter, that should double the amount of copper we get. If we place it the correct direction. Perfect. Okay, and then is this going into a fast splitter? Kind of, yeah. Okay, so these are gonna be broken for a while, so we're just gonna hand feed them into it. Okay, there we go. So we can start getting... Well, we're not gonna get red chips. Quite yet. We need to set up plastic, but we can do that fairly easily. The only issue is it's over here, which I don't think is that big of a problem, but we need an entire lane of plastic. So I think I'll need to... Gosh, we're gonna make some spaghetti, which I mean, admittedly is not new. Yeah, it's very much in line with how I play the game. So spaghetti is not the surprising part. It's just a lot farther than I thought it would be. Oh, look at that. We're being attacked. Fortunately, we have turrets over there. Yeah, I think a turret wall is actually not a bad option. And the nice thing about having a turret wall, as long as I put ammo in them first, the turrets will turn on themselves. So if they become rogue, I have other turrets to defend me. I'm not completely alone, which I think is a very important thing to emphasize. I will not be completely destroyed, which is very nice. Okay, so this can go here, and then let's actually go that way first, and then this one can go. Can I snake this through? I can. Is there a better way? 100%. There's always a better way, but it worked. It's the line I saw, so it's the line I went with. Okay, so we're not getting enough copper still. I don't actually know why. I feel like we should have fixed it by now. So let's see. How do we fix this actually? We'll filter another one with copper, I think would be good. But I think the issue is just that we have a lot of copper. Or we don't have enough copper going in. How do we do this? I guess we can make an underground. Green chips lane got broken? Of course it got broken. Why would it not be broken? Thank you. Okay, is this a... That's not a fast loader either. Okay, so let's get a fast loader and we'll wait for this underground. And while that happens, we'll look at the green chip lane. Okay, what is broken about this? Oh. Oh, is that what Spinny World does? Does it randomly rotate things around me? Is it really so cruel? I think it might be. If it is, that's very mean. I mean, a lot of this mod is mean, but I feel like that one's especially mean. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so hopefully that fixes our copper thing. Wait, why did I think that would work? I think you need 2 loaders. Yeah, you would need 2 loaders to do that. Oh well. Okay, now we can flip these all. The reason we had flipped them is just so I could set one of the filter. I needed it to empty. Random deconstruct? Oh gosh, that sure would be a way to disincentivize bots. Don't think we necessarily need a way to disincentivize bots, because just unlocking them in the first place is already reason enough to not use them. Okay, so we're not going to get a ton of copper out of this, actually. Not as much as we need, but it's a good start. Let's see, there is a copper lane here and here. So this one would be 130,000 copper-ish. I think it would be more like 143, but that's not too bad. Yeah, this is definitely placed in the wrong spot. Oh well. I mean, this is just a dump chest for rocks that I mine. I'm not too concerned with it being perfect. Constantly rotating assemblers. Okay, I think I could live with that one. I could definitely live with my constantly rotating assemblers. That probably won't drive me insane. Okay, and then there's also copper here. So if I just reroute this copper, I think we're off to a good start. The real question is, how do we reroute this copper? I don't think we do. Yeah. Yeah, there is always the possibility that it is a thing that's already in the mod, too. It's also something he could add to make me suffer at a later date. So let's not wish these dark thoughts upon me quite yet. Okay, fast loader. How do I make sure these are all regular belts? I guess if I just copy. Yeah, I think we're just not getting enough copper, so that should fix it. Okay. I doubt we're still gonna get enough. I mean, I imagine we're still gonna be copper limited, but less so. Oops, I forgot. Inventory filling damages us. How could I be so blind? That's such an obvious thing to happen in Factorio. Okay, so obviously we couldn't go directly from chest to this, but this should work. And this is just because we mine a lot of rocks. It gives us thousands of materials. We might as well use them. Okay. We should be getting 2 belts of resources now. Rotating assemblers is an actual strat in TAS. Why? What does that do? What purpose could this possibly serve? I guess if you're trying to maximize the amount of assembly machines you can get on one pipe or something? I don't know. What do you use this? What can you use this for? It uses exactly one tick. Is it literally just to spend time? Is it like one of those delays something by one tick things? Actually, no. Why would you do that? I don't see an advantage to that. It has to have some deeper meaning than that, because you could just stop for a tick, right? Maybe easier to program? I don't know. What's the underlying reason? Because that doesn't sound that useful to me. Okay, can bots place this stuff correctly? Don't know. Rotten egg, that's new. Okay, rotten egg. Don't know what that means. I have absolutely no guesses to what that means too. Okay, so rotating is getting a little bit out of hand. I'm really thinking I need to build my whole base before researching anything else though. Like that seems like a good idea, except for this part. The biter attacks. Uses one tick because of tasks, but you could bulk turn all factory in one tick. Oh yeah, if it was like a script. I was just wondering what the purpose of doing that in a task is for. Like, unless it... Because all I could think was if you were using it to time... Like, if you needed to get here one tick faster, you rotate the assembler. But that doesn't seem important. That would be like a RTA strat, if anything. So I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. Yeah, we need to defend our base. Okay. Is it a bad idea for me to just wall off my entire base? Like, it seems more valuable with each passing second. Because I don't think I can be aggressive enough to actually push biters. Yeah, you know, okay, we're making a turret wall. I think that's fine. Okay, and then we're gonna keep ammo here, so that way if they become rogue, the other turrets fight for... Oh, wait! I forgot that the other turrets haven't activated. Okay, so if I'm going to rely on that, I need to be a little bit more proactive, I guess. This is not getting enough copper to work. Wait, this only grabs steel? Oh. Why do they have that only grabbing steel? Oh my gosh. It can just ignore rotations. Oh, that's cruel. This gets more cruel every single day. Why did I do that? Okay, these are getting, honestly are getting expensive. Okay, that's fine, I guess. We need a wall, we need ammo. Yeah, I guess this is fine. It's still broken? Which one's still broken? Oh, it grabbed a coin. Thank you. If you want to wait one tick for a craft to finish before changing the recipe or something. Yeah, but why can't you just wait a tick? Is it just easier to tell the task to rotate something than it is to... Is it as simple as that? Just easier to program into the task rather than like a requirement? Okay, this is fine. For now. I don't know if it'll stay fine. But at least this part can't collapse. Is it still grabbing coins? No. Okay, that was a follow-up to the other one. I wasn't sure. You never know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Rather easier just for a human. Fine, what is fine? I'm not fine. That's all I know. All I know is fine is what I'm not. Okay, so we have defenses. I think we need more turrets down here. I mean, our base is defended in 3 spots. That's probably fine for me to go do something else, right? Wait, how long have I been streaming? Okay. I need to go put my food in the fridge in like an hour or so. Not an hour and so, in like 10 minutes or so. Because I made lunch and it was still like boiling hot, so I couldn't really put it into the fridge. While walking. Hmm. I still don't follow. Does the task just have to do something every second? Oh, come on. Why? Why there? We just accepted that my base is defended. Okay, well, at least this is at the bottom. I don't know what that means, actually. I don't know if that's an advantage. But it sounded kind of like an advantage. Like maybe it's easier to defend here for some reason. Okay, so we have spot for an ammo belt. I guess that's fine. Really didn't want to have to use an ammo belt. But I really don't have a great alternative. Okay, we can do an inserter here. Actually, let's do a splitter. At least splitters guarantee half of the inserter, half the resources go in each direction, whereas like a inserter is gonna steal pretty much all of it until the belt's back up, which is not something I can afford to lose. I wonder if there's any advantages, Sliv. Like, can things become invulnerable? Because it sure would be nice if I could just get an invulnerable turret somewhere. Or like invulnerable walls. I mean, I would be stuck with them forever, so I don't think it's actually a good option. But, you know, maybe there's some advantage to it. Okay, so we don't have like any defenses over here either. I mean, technically we don't have defenses right here. Gosh, we still haven't even researched blue chips. Oh my gosh. 900 science for advanced circuits. Plus the 500 we've already used. The task control doesn't have a wait while locking command. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. So it's just the only way you can waste a tick and still be moving at the same time, or one of the ways you can. That makes sense. Okay, and then I guess, can we get the ammo vault? I guess I can use regular ammo still. It's not great, but it can be used. Just as a way for me to get defenses down here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a turret or an inserter in the wrong order in a while. I wonder if it happens occasionally rather than like every so often. Those are the same words. I wonder if it happens like most inserters will be rotated like every 5 minutes, whereas sometimes you have times where it just can't happen. I don't know. I feel like it's just RNG. But I feel like I've had a lot of times where I just haven't had 10 rotations in a row, then that makes me start to doubt everything. Task equals turn is simpler as speedrunning. That's exactly what it means. Okay, so we have assembling machine. We have productivity modules in a lot of places. Okay, I think we can finally move on to the next build, which will be blue chips, which means we need more green chips. Probably need some more landfill if I want to make it nice and neat. Not like that matters, but I mean, I try to make things clean when I can. I just don't normally care. I guess is a better way to put it. I normally just accept that things will be messy and do nothing to prevent it. Okay. And then green chips. And then this should be enough green chips for launch. Well, I mean, I say that. But we'll probably reach a point where I'm realizing I have to wait for like 4 hours with Marathon. And I don't really want to do that. So that will change my estimated amount of resources significantly. Like this is more than enough resources with base resource cost. It's probably not enough with like 8 times resource cost. But on the other hand, I don't see any way I can actually get more resources. So maybe it doesn't matter. Like we are limited by the underground very, very significantly. I think that'll cause some issues. Okay, buffering, honestly, buffering red chips could be useful. We also need more inserters. Okay, you know what? I'm glad I set up I'm glad I set up the ammo belt. It's surprisingly useful. I think it is time that we set up another ammo assembler instead, and then... Yeah, let's set up another ammo assembler. That should be good. Did you also update the mod? I didn't know how. Do I have to do that through the GitHub? Since it didn't prompt me to update anything. Oh wait, I guess... Oh wait, is it just like the mod in the game? Like the mod or the scenario, I guess, is what I'm trying to ask. I guess it wouldn't prompt me to update it. Factorio doesn't do that. Just the mod. I did not. All it does is add unbarrelers, right? That would have been definitely useful last time, but right now I don't have a need for that. But I'll definitely keep it in mind in case I decide to pass a fluid through the basement. Wait, did I just refer to it as the basement? I mean, I guess it's not inaccurate. Just the barreling machine. Okay, cool. Yeah, that would have been kind of nice last time. But I feel like I don't need it right now. So I didn't bother. I did think about it when I was starting stream, and I was like, wait a minute. I forgot that. The basement. Yeah, it's so based. I mean, I know you meant probably like... It is my base, but also it's based with how that we have mine everything constantly. It's fantastic and definitely what I want in this world. Cheetos. Cheetos are good. 10 out of 10 socks. I definitely recommend. I wish they actually had pictures of Cheetos on them. That is the one thing I don't like. They just say the word Cheeto, which like is cool. That I have Cheeto branded socks. It's just, you know, very unfortunate that that doesn't actually mean anything. It just means they say the word. Okay, I guess that works. Yeah, okay, and if we add another red belt here, I think I see a line that we can use. Okay, and then we need more copper, more iron, which I'm just going to steal from here. Just to get this lane started, because it's not doing anything right now, but I want it to be able to do stuff. Okay, so now we can get sulfuric acid. So we are producing that, right? No, we're producing sulfur, though. Yeah, why would we be producing sulfuric acid? We don't have bots. Okay, so if we're going to place a chest for red chips, we definitely need turrets down here. Unfortunate. I wasn't expecting that many to turn on me. And of course they have the worst ammo I can give them because that's all I can afford. Excellent. Okay, well, I mean, it will defend those chests at least. Probably. I don't know if they might not have enough ammo to defend against a single wave, now that I think about it. I can't believe we were walking around without our exoskeletons on, like, pretty much the entire time last stream. And I just didn't even notice. Oh yeah, we are very limited on copper. Okay, so copper needs an expansion before we can actually get anything out of that. Okay, and then I guess we can do steel chests here. Okay. This looks like an ambitious buffer, but honestly, I don't think it is. Ooh, power is low. Nice. You know, that's not normally a good thing, but I think in this case it is. It means we're moving up in the world to actually be slightly power limited. It's weird. We don't have a spot to expand power. I guess we can do a power plant down there. Yeah, I kind of just assumed power would not be a problem. And then Marathon came around, and then everything changed. Then I realized I need to increase my goal substantially. Okay, so if we get Kim plants, which, let me guess, we have not automated them? Yeah, because why would we? Why would we have automated them when we didn't think we needed a ton of resources? Yeah, things definitely, our base design definitely is a lot worse than it was initially. Because, like, initially, we just didn't have this many things to consider. And then things got harder. And then our base was flawed. I mean, it's not like the base was great, don't get me wrong. But it definitely doesn't stand up well at all now. With some of the recent-ish changes. To make it that it's actually, like, genuinely bad, as opposed to, like, it's okay. Okay, I don't know what the ratio is of chem plants to assembly machine to steam engines is. I think it's a 1 to like 4. You bought a pair of yellow fluo socks for training and just realized today under sun that they might be thermic socks, so your feet were burning the whole workout. What are fluo socks? Are they like compression socks? But thermic compression socks is what you accidentally got? Yeah, that's a rough realization. Yikes. I could see how that might be a little bit warm. Just a tad. Okay, I think this works. Fluorescent yellow. Oh, it's not a brand. Fluorescent yellow. Those sound awesome then. I feel like I need more stuff that you can wear as safety equipment. Because I used to have a decent amount of like blindingly bright clothes. But I don't really have any of them anymore. I do have these pair of pants that are basically for I guess they're more like, they're tennis ball green. More accurately, they're more like a tennis ball green. And I absolutely love them. Like, it's such a fun color for a pair of jeans. The only issue is there aren't that many places where I can wear them. Not that I care much about professionalism or anything. That's not the concern. It's just one of those things where they don't match or even remotely match anything I own. So there just aren't that many outfits I have that go well with tennis ball yellow. But boy, am I glad I own them, because they are so fun. Okay, will this work? Yeah, that works. Okay, and we've decided the bots are kind of useless, but they're not completely useless, so we're gonna keep placing them. Because, I mean, they have just as much of a chance of placing things incorrectly as I do. Probably. I don't know that for sure, but I am making that assumption. I guess we can use a fast inserter just because that's what we have. Okay, cool. And then this is going to be unprotected, but I think it's close enough to military stuff that it'll probably be fine. Again, no reason for me to make that assumption, but I'm going to anyway. Okay, perfect. And then, yeah, landfill's actually pretty cheap. Well, I mean, I guess it's not cheap, but now that we're actually making it, using like pure stone patches, I think it's much more manageable than it used to be. It won't feel cheap once we have to start doing purple science, so maybe I might regret this landfill. Very quickly might regret the landfill, actually. Okay, so now we're just missing water, which is very easy to get. Perfect. Okay, power should be fine. At least mining doesn't take much power. Like, that is one advantage of having mining productivity times 10. I'm pretty sure that doesn't increase the mining cost, so we just don't have to worry too much about miners consuming everything. Ooh, we finally got blue chips researched. Thank goodness. Okay. So we need to grab, I think sulfur, producing it over here is probably our best bet. Just because I think it feels easier to move sulfur than it does to move a liquid right now, but we'll see. We regret most of our decisions today, so I really shouldn't be making these kinds of blanket statements. They're almost always wrong. Okay. But we do have iron over here, and we have sulfur and water. So yeah, honestly, it does seem like a good spot for sulfuric acid. I might need to add like a splitter though. How can I do that? Let's see. This can work? Yeah. Because we don't need a ton of iron going to sulfuric acid, I don't think. We need very little. Okay, you know what? I'm very glad we have this ammo belt. It's working out very nicely. Okay, I think that works. Oh, come on. Stupid hotbar. Okay, this isn't this is where I meant to place it. There we go. I was wondering why I couldn't figure out where I could put the pipe. Okay, offshore pump. Still have not figured out what spinning world does. Okay, loaders on my hotbar. Honestly, not the worst thing I could have had on my hotbar. It's not helpful, but we've definitely had less helpful things. Okay, so now we can start making blue chips, which I guess we can just landfill this and build them here. I have learned my lesson. I should probably expand defenses before I expand my base. Because last time I didn't do that. Well, the world didn't end, but we did lose some assembly machines, so it was kind of wasteful. Okay, so we can add defenses here and here. That should be fine, and then maybe to the south. Then I think I'll feel defended enough. I don't really know if I need these walls here. I want to use a furnace wall, but I can't actually use those. They don't exist. Well, they do exist. I just can't build them up here. So, or in some way they don't exist. The fact that I can't use them. They might as well not exist. Okay, we need more walls, and wait, are we making walls? Oh, we haven't made walls in a while. That's bad. Why have we not made walls? Oh, I know why we haven't made walls. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So we have not actually connected stone to the main base. We could do it this way. I think that'll work. Yeah, that should eventually make it to the stone furnace, the stone smelting. And that will get us walls, hopefully. See, we were attacked. Oh! Well, that's not good. 2 turrets were destroyed. Yikes. I mean, those were the ones that didn't have much ammo, so I guess it makes sense. But that's also where I have my buffer of red chips, which is bad. What time is it? Okay, I have to go put food away. I cannot leave this running. I want to leave it running so we can research stuff, but yeah, that would be bad. See, orphan crafting. What does orphan crafting mean? Does that mean there's like a random chance to get an extra underground? Surely that's not what that means. That would be hilarious though. Like that's so meaningless. Orphan crafting, extra underground? Question mark? Yeah, I don't know. That's my only guess. But I'll be back in a jiff to go put my curry away. Hello. I made like, I don't know, 6 to 8 servings of lentil curry today. And it was really hot after I was done cooking, so I wasn't able to put it up before the stream. Had to wait for it to cool down because I didn't really want to. I mean, it probably wouldn't have melted the container, but I don't like putting near boiling hot liquids in a container. Even if it says it's safe, I don't believe it. But it was very good. I also made some flatbread. I We call it naan. I don't. I've heard debates over if whether or not it can still be called naan if it's not made in a tandoori. But we don't have any other term here for Indian flatbread, so I don't know what else to call it. But flatbread that is yummy and very similar to naan. There we go. To dip into curry. Tandoori, that's the oven, right? No, or is that not the right name? Tandoor, sorry. Right? It might. Oh, sorry, not tandoori, tandoor or something. Tandoor oven. It's like a giant circular stove. Oh no, it's like a giant clay stone pot thing with like an open top. You like cook naan on the side of it. I always add an I, like tandoori chicken. I don't know if it's tandoor or tandoori. Now I'm questioning everything. That's his name, right? Yeah, okay, I had it right. I just added the sound. But yeah, it's not something most people have at home in America. I don't know how many people have at home outside of it either, but definitely not really a thing. So we just tend to cook it on cast iron, or honestly, most people don't cook it at all. People in general don't really make bread here. I absolutely love it. I couldn't imagine not baking at least like once a month, let alone like bi-weekly. Sorry, something was in my throat. Let alone like bi-weekly like I normally do. God, I love bread. What is that? Oh, those are my bots that I abandoned. But yeah, it was very yummy, and now I have leftovers for... I might have to freeze some. Not some of the bread. I didn't make extra of that, because it's easy enough to make. It only takes like an hour. But I think I made too much of the curry for what one person can eat before it goes bad. So I might have to freeze half of it. Unless I want it for lunch and dinner for like the next few days. Freshly baked bread is the best. That is so true. It really is. Honestly, even not freshly baked bread, it's still better than like anything I could get at a store here. For at least a couple days. Hold. This is not how far this should go down. But yeah, it's still, even like recently baked bread is still delicious. It's really, really hard to go wrong with bread in general, to be honest. Also, it's really hard to mess up. Like, I mean, you can mess it up. It's not hard to mess up, but it's hard to mess up in a way that it isn't still good. Like, there are people who can burn loaves of bread, and unless you fall asleep, I don't understand how that happens. Like, unless you're just very distracted in the kitchen. But you can overbake bread for so long, and it still turns out delicious. So I'm always surprised when someone's like, oh, I made charcoal. Maybe one day I'll understand. I imagine it has to do with getting distracted, though, because you can overcook it for so long, and it's still delicious. Charred bread. Still decent. Super brown bread, though. That's where it's at. Like a nice deep brown. Okay, so we technically have turrets. I can't say we have defenses, but we have the turrets. I guess I can recover the walls. Rye bread? Rye bread is good. That one definitely, I struggled to get it to not be incredibly dense, but I think it's gotta be dense regardless. But that one's still good, even when it's like when it doesn't rise at all, it's still delicious. We don't really find that much here, which is sad. Also, what's happening here? Why don't we have bricks? We connected the stone a while ago. Ah. No, we didn't. Oh, where did this go? Oh, thank God, that went nowhere. So we didn't break things. Yeah, I need to try making rye bread again. I haven't done it in a while. Usually, anytime I make bread, I usually do like a quarter rye just because I like the taste of it. It's not like, you know, full rye bread, but it still adds a very nice flavor to just like plain white dough. Oh, olive oil. Yeah, that is a running list of basically the pop-ups that we get saying something has changed. We haven't quite figured out a lot of them. I don't know what orphan crafting means. My guess it means we occasionally craft partial undergrounds, but that doesn't really make sense to me, so I think there's something else. You haven't seen anything about this and you already find it hilarious? Oh god. I knew there was going to be another tier, but like, I'm very sad about it. Okay. I don't want to look at the recipe, but we're going to. How much does it cost now? Okay, everything just increased by 30%. What are the odds that that is the final marathon upgrade? Probably pretty low. Okay, so currently we are at, let's see, that's 7,200, 9,600. Oh gosh. So about 1250. We are at a 12 times cost multiplier. 12 to 13, something like that. I kind of stopped counting accurately, but yeah, that sounds about right. Wait, where's my coins? Wait. Hello? Oh, thank God. I was worried I lost my coins. Let's see. Rye bread is mostly found in Northern Europe and also Eastern. Yeah, Eastern is where I know it's popular. I guess Tice talks about it sometimes, so I imagined it was popular there too. But that's my knowledge of where rye bread stops. People do eat it here. It's pretty much limited exclusively to usually pumpernickel rye. People don't tend to eat them plain. Although, if I'm being honest, there's not a huge difference between the two. Like, because pumpernickel is just like slightly darker rye, but there's not a massive difference. But usually it's always the blend of the two, and it's pretty much exclusively at delis. Like, we don't really just eat it. It's just a sandwich for corned beef most of the time, or a sandwich bread for corned beef. Now, it's a really good sandwich bread for corned beef. But yeah, that's basically the limit of rye bread's use here. Reminds me of coming back to space exploration after their breaking changes and updating without realizing. Oh no. Yeah, yeah, that would be rough to come back to in space exploration, huh? Can you revert mod updates, or is it just like permanently broken forever? Because I feel like you can't really recover from that. But yeah, rye is delicious. I think pumpernickel is my preferred version of it. There's one I used to eat. Okay, I guess there used to be a pumpernickel I really liked at like a steakhouse I used to go. Then they stopped. They switched to just like regular bread and honey butter, which was sad because it was so good. Now everybody mimics Texas Roadhouse, which if you haven't had it, Texas Roadhouse has really good rolls, but they're not like hearty rolls, right? They're sweet rolls with honey butter and stuff. Not a replacement for rye at all. If you don't save, you can exit, swap mods to a version back, and reload. Oh yeah, if you notice everything is broken. Oh, that's true. Just loading the file doesn't break anything. And I guess, yeah, naturally, anytime I update a mod, I do make a new save. So I guess it's not something you just regularly breaks. That just regularly breaks everything, but it is something to be aware of. So what's on the ground? I spawn coins as I walk, which I can use to buy upgrades. That's how I have power armor. I haven't researched it, but I was able to buy power armor. So that's all that is. There we go. But yeah, they spawn randomly. We also get them from mining rocks, but they just kind of appear everywhere, which is why we don't bother picking them up anymore. Pumpernickel is your least favorite. Oof. I mean, it is sweeter, right? I could see it satisfying like a different craving. Pumpernickel bread. It's very dark. It's very pretty. It is a very pretty shade. I think it has cocoa powder in it, right? Is that where the color comes from? Or does that come from the molasses? Or maybe both. I guess it can come from both. But I really like how it looks. It has a very pleasant shade. And that's probably not how I should judge my bread, but you know what? might as well say that is. Yeah, it's very pretty. Very pretty, like dark cocoa color. And I want some. Let's see, does that work? Oh my gosh. Nope, don't do that. You know what? Maybe it's not blocking anything. So your 2-hour SpaceX file is now riddled with byproduct issues as crushers can no longer really void resources. Oof. Not to mention loader plus LDS plus rocket fuel. Wait, there's... Space exploration has loaders? Did I know this? Or is that from a mod? I feel like I haven't seen that. Oh, plus K2. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, okay. Should I do something really dumb? I had an idea. And I think it's really stupid, but it does mean that I can use bots without worrying about rotations, right? You know what? We should do one design with it, because I think it is really silly. It is so expensive to do. And we'll do blue chips with it. This is literally the worst thing I could do it with, but we'll do blue chips with it. What are we missing? Oh, raw iron. Okay. There we go. Yeah, the all loader strat. You know what I'm talking about. I can confidently say it's not a good plan. But I think it's a fun plan, and I think that's important. I can't wait until there's something that just causes belts to also randomly rotate, so that way it doesn't matter. It's gonna be great. Okay. So output is the thing I'm concerned with here. I'm feeling heavy. Oh, yeah, that's fine. We might need to go help that. We should also probably add a radar. A single loader is now like 100 iron, 50 green circuits, and a belt. Oof. Oh, so it didn't break the loaders, it just broke your loader assembling machine. Gotcha. I figured it just made it that all of your like loader setups just broke. That's a little less bad. Still not great, but definitely not as bad as I was expecting. Okay, this works. Loaders are OP and abused. See anti. Okay, in my defense, I can't rotate inserters. Okay, you will not make me feel guilty for this. Okay, I think this will work. Yeah, that's what I want, right? No. Spacing wise, this isn't great. Cost wise, this also isn't great. But I think we'll manage. Okay, if I don't end up building this with bots though, it's gonna be it's literally like not worth it. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, this technically works. Perfect. Okay, we have a design. So now we can copy this. We remove all these belts because they're in the way. And now you can actually copy and paste something reliably. Oh my gosh. I just realized we have to destroy a wall because the wall's invulnerable. Oh, that's mean. Also, I figured out why alt mode is occasionally turning itself off. It has nothing to do with the mod, as far as I can tell. It might also have to do with the mod. It probably doesn't have to do with the mod, though. If I want to fire at a specific thing, like my own item, I have to press alt. So that's why alt mode occasionally gets shuffled on and off. You go to almost all your train stations use loader, as honestly copy and paste the same inserter bot offloading isn't real logistic challenge. Yeah. No, I think it's totally fair to use loaders. I feel like usually inserter speed is not a huge bottleneck in Factorio. To that degree, at least. Let's see, that can go here. Of course, I haven't made that many mega bases with Ultra Beacon, so maybe later in the mod it's different. Also, what's the rate calculator for this? What does this use? 20 per 10 seconds? No, sorry. With the assembling speed of 0.65. 30 over 10 seconds. That's the wrong direction. 20 over 15 seconds. So that means I can do about, what is that, 7.5? What is that, 1.5 a second? 20 over 15, 1.2 per second. So I can do like 6 in a row. So this is as large as we can make it. Perfect. Okay, that should be fine. That's less fine. Okay, I think we have a fix though. If we put a trash filter on the right, then it won't sideload. I think we're okay. Okay, is this worth it? No, definitely not worth it. I think we can pretty confidently say this was not worth saving inserter rotations, but I'm glad we did it because I think the idea is funny. To get around the random inserters, we just use loaders and make the whole build like 3 times more expensive. It's a great compromise. It's what these challenges are about, right? Suffering in a different way. And I'm pretty sure it works. We didn't actually test it, did we? No, I think we tested it. Actually, that makes me think, why are we not just using loaders here? We have this cursed knowledge. We should use it. Oh yeah. There we go. A smelter with loaders, since you can reuse a smelter multiple times. A smelter with loaders sounds expensive, but yeah, you're right. I should. I mean, I say that like this isn't also expensive. This is just feels less expensive since there's not as many of them. Okay, does it work? It does work. Well, okay, we haven't tested the output yet, but I think conceptually this is totally fine. Okay, it works. Yeah, should we do a smelter with it? I think that would be pretty funny. But how expensive would that be? I'm sorry. 5 times the inserter cost is just a hilarious thought. Okay, so we would make a smelter cost 250 inserters instead of 50. And a bunch of other resources, which are equivalent to basically another 5 inserters. So we're looking at 500 inserters. 10 times the material cost for the smelter, basically. Worth it. Did we forget every other splitter? We forgot every other splitter. Whoops. Okay, that should be fine. We probably should not have dropped the green chips, actually. I think we kind of need them. Okay, so we could buffer this, but you know what can happen to buffers? They can get eaten. You know what can't get destroyed? Belt. Well, okay, technically belt can also get destroyed. But they don't... They don't get eaten. Yeah, you're right. If we consider the fact that everything is like 50,000 times more expensive with Marathon, I should not be complaining that hard about 50 times the cost, or 10 times the cost of Smelting Lane. That recipe loader is privileged. Okay, but think of it this way. I can't automate these smelters. So, sure, it's cheap, but it's not something that could ever be automated, so I think that makes up for its cheap cost. Having to handcraft them is annoying when you need to make like 100 of them. Also, everything I can place rotates. I think I deserve a cheap loader recipe. I would much rather have inserters that work, actually. That's true. I could hire... I'll pay a viewer to just come here and just craft loaders for me and do nothing else. Perfect. The perfect plan. Okay, so this isn't really getting that much ammo. But is that a problem? No, they're still crafting. What rate are we talking here? I guess it would mostly just cost me my pride. Like, would I really want to finish it? Would I really feel okay with myself finishing a challenge if I had to pay someone to do it? That would definitely make me feel bad. It wouldn't feel accomplished. Oh my gosh, that is quite the attack. And that is why we're leaving these on belts. Because they can't get destroyed. I mean, they can get destroyed, but it's not a big deal if they get destroyed that way. Okay, that should work. Don't know why this is not connected to power, though. Oh, because we hit it with a grenade. Never mind, that makes sense. You volunteered to not come to my... Excellent. Glad we have a taker. A taker who won't help me. Okay, and then if we make this wall, I think we'll be good. And we need to be prepared for biters to turn on us. Oh! Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, we'll just cut it a little bit then. I think everything's fine. Not the underground asymmetry. Look, I think asymmetry in undergrounds is the least of our worries here. I can't justify spending time making things have a clean pattern when I'm just trying to not have a mental breakdown. Okay. Perfectly content with that. If you beat it without showing that you owned it, did you even beat it? Owned what? If I own the ability to make straight undergrounds? I don't know. Symmetrical undergrounds? I don't know. I don't rank that very high on my list of priorities. This is a very expensive chest, but this does hold... Oh wait, we need a side loader. That will double how much we can get out of it. This does hold 1,000. This is 1,000. This is equivalent to like 1/10 of a chest. But it can't be eaten by biters. That's fine. This isn't build without rhythm. This is build without music, ears, or eyes. Oh, I forgot about that mod. The one that will... Yeah, if anyone's thinking that we'll have any disadvantage at all if we ever play that mod, I think this just goes to show it will make a difference. We don't build with rhythm even if we have the ability to do it. Okay, so clearly our smelting lanes are not working, but I don't know why. Like, we're not getting a full copper lane out of this, but we should be. So something's going on. And if I had to guess, there's like one yellow belt somewhere that's just messing with things, right? There isn't. I don't understand why this isn't working then. Huh. Remove that power pole in the copper array? Missing inserter. Oh, I think I found it. Okay, we found it. Yeah, right side is... Yeah, you're right. It's clearly a yellow belt. Yeah, there's clearly a yellow belt right here. Yeah, oh, if you mean here, this isn't... that's not a furnace. So this isn't going to be a full lane of copper because of the dungeon supports. But it should be close. And then this one's backed up. Okay. Okay, that should help. That should give us like 30% more copper-ish. Maybe not that quite. Maybe 25%. Yeah, you're right. It is pretty obvious. I don't know how I missed that. Okay, I don't really like that beeping. You know, maybe we'll push some bases soon. I don't want to research, because I'm terrified to research. But we do have to get LDS. Like, we need to research. I can't justify buying dungeon supports. These don't seem useful when I can just build walls. Map view will tell belt tier. Sure. Oh, wait, it does. Wait, what? Is that a modded thing? That's not a vanilla, right? Am I that unobservant that I haven't seen that's in vanilla? No, there's no way. Is this a vanilla thing? I don't use red belts enough to say that confidently. I really don't use red belts outside of burner percent, so I'm second guessing everything. You really did a good job of making me second guess basic Factorio knowledge with this mod. Just putting that out there. I love it, but I don't... Even things that I feel like I should know. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, that tracks. Okay, that's actually a thing? Huh. Okay. That's cool. Really did not know that. And I'm pretty sure I believe you. That feels... That would be a weird thing to lie about. So yeah, that tracks. Okay, you know what? We'll just do this. Ow. Inventory full. Okay. Is blue belt blue then? Is it really color coded? How could I have not noticed that? Like, I at least use I at least use red belt in space exploration. Let's see. Why didn't the lobster share his toys? He was too shellfish. Classic. Okay, so we have to build a smelting lane while the world is falling apart on us. Excellent. Also, we're not, well, I was gonna say we're not gonna have a full smelting lane, and that's actually true, we're not. Okay, I was hoping maybe if I built fast enough, I could prevent the cave-in, but does not look like it. Okay, I guess, you know what? If we're gonna be a scientist, we should try it now, right? First things first. Wait, can't teleport up, something's in the way? What? Ah. I see. Because you would never make things rotate by themselves. You're not crazy. Yeah, you're right. You'd never do any of that. You'd never do any of that stuff. I'm just making things up. Glad we are both on the same page here with what you would not do to me. Okay, can we get bricks and steel? You know what? Maybe we don't need steel furnaces. Am I just saying this because I don't want to figure this out? Yes, 100%. Let's see, where's that attack coming from? Ooh. I mean, they took care of it, but I think we need a larger turret density to make this work. Okay. So we're going to try something different, and it's called exploding. Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay, we need power poles. Or spawn random entities. Yeah, they would never. Okay. I am something of a scientist myself, you know, to quote the great Willem Dafoe. As we try to figure out if we have to build a pillar, a 4x4 pillar or not. Because we can at least, at the very least, we can figure out if we can build a smelting lane without skipping stuff. Okay, let's try this. I don't know why I'm copying and pasting here. We don't have anything to copy yet. Okay, so this can be solid. Okay. Is this a lot? Probably. But, you know what? That's fine. And then we'll upgrade them to red belt later. Factorio Jenga. Honestly, yeah. Make one wrong mistake and the thing collapses on you. It really is. It really is Jenga. Okay, power pole, power pole. And then a splitter up here, which is supposed to be here, but, you know, our inventory decided to shuffle itself. Or our hotbar decided to shuffle itself. Again, you know, usual Factorio things. Sure would be nice if we could use bots to destroy rocks. Because then they would only replace things that are safe to replace. But I think... Okay, it doesn't look like they have to be 4x4 pillars. So that makes me think... It probably is a density thing. And maybe when we were testing things earlier, we just didn't have that dense of a lane. That's probably the most likely scenario. Now, of course, this whole lane will build wrong because the inserter is being rotated. Because we have a cruel modder in chat, but that's fine. The important thing is it's not caving in right now. That's all I care about at the moment. I don't trust this. I don't know, the lack of cave-ins right now is somehow concerning. I feel like I'm untrustworthy if there are cave-ins, and if I'm untrustworthy if there aren't. This is really making me skeptical of everything. I don't think I've ever been more paranoid. Outside of... Lethal Company made me pretty paranoid. I think that's the only game I've played recently where I felt this paranoid about anything. Okay, that should be fine. I don't know how we're getting copper. I think it's just from stuff we hand-fed. Okay, and then we need... Oh, the important stuff. Lamps. People have requested lamps. So we will actually try to place them when we can. There we go. Look at that. We can actually... And when I say look at that, it actually has meaning this time. I feel like usually it doesn't. Usually I say look at that when there's actually nothing to be seen. Okay, we need a fast loader, and then we need to start upgrading to red belts. Okay, perfect. I also think I want a larger steel buffer. Because I feel like we're not consuming as much steel as we should be. Will this work? Yeah, technically. Yep, that works totally fine. Oh wait, except I need to add it to logic. Okay. Same condition. This will give us... Honestly, that's not a ton of steel to buffer. All things considered. Maybe I should add like a double chest somewhere. Nah, it's fine. We don't have a ton of production, so I really shouldn't be that ambitious with this. Okay, so the halfway point would be here. So this is when we switch to red belt. Then we send it all the way. Missing underground, of course. Some of them are invincible. How could I have forgotten? Now we need to turn off bots because in this instance, bots are not good. Okay, and then was this a fast loader? Excellent. Okay, honestly, we can probably afford to upgrade like an entire left lane. Oh, except this requires undergrounds. We can't actually afford those. Oh yeah, that reminds me. We need to figure out what orphan means. I mean, not the word, but what orphan. I forget what the wording was. But we unlocked something a while ago called, let's check my spreadsheet. Orphan crafting. Okay, let's test this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if I crafted enough. Okay, yeah. No, it does just randomly change how many undergrounds we craft. Does it give me an extra or does it remove it? That's the real question. Okay, now it's not changing at all. Is the odd just are the odds just really low? Hmm. It's real, right? This is a real thing that's happening? Because I feel like this used to be an odd number, and now it's an even number. Even. Okay, we're gonna stare at me crafting undergrounds right now. It's still even. Okay, I think I hallucinated the entire thing, as usual. That sounds about right. That is on par with everything else we've done today. Oh, wait. It's an even number. Okay. Okay, I'm definitely not hallucinating, but it's one of those things where once you look away, everything changes, right? It's like Toy Story. If you watch it, nothing happens. Also, the icy biters broke through my terrible wall, which does make sense. Somehow they broke an underground. Oof. These get pretty bad, actually. I think I need to place these one by one, because I feel like these are kind of expensive. Okay, we'll place it, and then we'll wait for it to turn on us before we place another. Okay, perfect. And then give it some starting ammo, because obviously... Oh, come on. There we go. I thought I just had relative safety, but nope, I was mistaken. Okay, but yeah, they destroyed an underground. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, it's because they were going for the radar. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably shouldn't have had the radar next to that. Okay. Honestly, not the worst thing they could have destroyed. These are producing decently. I mean, for the amount of green chips I'm producing, they're producing decently. I'm not producing a ton though, so that's not saying a ton either. Okay, so that's nicely defended is the wrong word. It's defended. Okay, I feel like I should... Oh, gosh, but it's so expensive now. I really want to go for military science, but it is now 10 times more expensive. Blue chip belt still broken. One turret hasn't turned. Yeah, I was gonna go check on the turned inserters. I wonder if there's an invincible belt here. Ah, because sometimes invincible belts cause the undergrounds to appear. And then I guess we can just get a repair pack and stand here. Okay, that should be fine. You doubt waiting will make it cheaper? Well, yeah, but it's more like, do I need it or do I not need it is the real question. Like, I don't think it's going to become cheaper. It's just a matter of if I think I need it at all. Because if I don't think I ever need military science, I don't want to research it. But honestly, flamethrowers sound pretty nice. I don't know if those are really our main bottleneck, but they might be. Well, okay, they're not a bottleneck, but they might be worth setting up. I do like the ability of having actual defenses that can't turn on me. Like, those are both really good things that I can't really turn down right now. Okay, well, at least this is more defended. They're definitely attacking from over there. Do I think I can push that base? Actually, better question. Can I go mine enough rocks to where I can just afford Power Armor Mark II? Maybe that's the real strat. Yeah, let's do some stuff in the basement right now. That sounds bad. Why did I word it that way? Let's expand the basement. There we go. That's what I should have said. We'll expand the basement. We'll even put a radar down here. You vote mill science? Oh. Yeah, so I want to expand the basement and then I'll go to military science, I think. Or I don't know. I'm still partially leaning towards just pushing some bases. Maybe I'll push bases while we produce military science. That could be a good thing. Okay, so we've mined out that entire stone lane. Yeah, that tracks. Let's see, where is this? Okay, so we can continue this in a straight line, and I think we're good. Gosh, this is so much nicer. Of course, our inventory does fill pretty fast now, which is not a huge issue. And I guess we can place lamps every now and then. Yeah, I do like how fast we can mine. It used to take 30 minutes or so to get get any form of patch, so I'm definitely liking the improvement. Okay, and then power poles, drag them as far as we can go. Occasionally mining stuff that's in the way. And then hopefully we get power armor Mark II from this. Oh wait, we also need to be able to afford some exoskeletons. So we actually probably need like... Did I just get shot? I think I might have gotten shot just now. Or I heard the sound, or maybe I just heard the sound of a biter. I don't know. I feel like I definitely heard the sound of something. Oh my gosh. Where is he? I'm so confused. How can he shoot me? Why is the range on that guy so high? Oh, I didn't like that. Didn't like that one bit. Okay. Back to the patch. My favorite sequel to Back to the Future. Okay, we're close actually, and this patch is better than the old one we had. Like 3 times better than our old stone patch, which isn't a ton, but considering it's mostly just going to landfill and walls right now, that's still okay. Okay, and then lamp, because why not? I wish we could have this on our hotbar, but you know, our hotbar keeps changing, so things we don't place very often, they don't get a place on the hotbar. With the rocket, you can outrange anything but a flamethrower turret. That's true. It doesn't help if I can't figure out where it's coming from, but yeah, that's definitely something I should keep in mind. Wow, that took forever. Okay. See, we're being attacked. They're destroying turrets. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we do start going for flamethrowers, especially since the flamer turrets themselves are really cheap. Like, really cheap. I mean, compared to the science, that is. Like, they're not cheaper than vanilla or anything. It's just everything's kind of expensive. Okay. Okay, I don't want this to cave in, so we're just going to mine randomly and hope it doesn't. Okay, I'm glad we know that we don't have to place them in squares now, though. I don't know if that really matters for the mining setup. I don't think it does, because this seems to be like a decent density to prevent cave-ins. Although if I don't do them in squares, I have more flexibility about where they can go, which is nice. What maddening mods have we found this time? This was made as an April Fool's joke for a group of people, and we're doing it solo. We do have a couple things to offset that, like the ultra-fast mining speed that you can see me using. But that, and mining productivity, to make it that we need 10 times fewer patches. Because it's a full-time job to expand patches, or it was a full-time job to expand patches before that mining productivity boost. Yeah, that's the gist of it. It's just like a scenario where as you progress, I didn't even answer. Why did I say that's the gist of it? I hadn't summarized it yet. I just thought of the answer. But it's a scenario where you're meant to suffer. We occasionally unlock new things that make things worse. Currently, research is like 12 times more expensive, I think, which is really mean. and lots of other things, but that's the main one right now that I'm not liking. Okay, I think we need a different way to sort. Yeah, we need to get rid of uranium. Now, which shouldn't be too hard, because we don't use a ton of it. Why did I say that like we use any of it? We don't use any titanium or uranium. Oh, they're destroying our power plant. Yikes. But yeah, if you type the command wwksf, that brings up a list of what I think we've run into so far. It also has a lot of unknowns, where like I've seen the word, but I don't fully grasp what it changes. Like we got one today saying spinning discs or something weird like that. Spinning something. A spinning world and rotten egg. No idea what either of those do. So we don't fully know exactly what we're doing right now. We just know we're suffering. And I don't think that's going to change. We definitely won't suffer less as time goes on, that's for sure. I'd be very surprised if we did. Let's see. What are these limited by? Are these output speed limited? Oh, they are output speed limited. Okay, that's not inherently a problem though. It's because I'm so used to getting stack size increases when I play these kinds of challenges. Because normally, you know, they're free. Because everything takes a while, so spending some extra science on basic researches like that is effectively not going to delay my run. But in this case, it does, because that's like 5,000 extra science or something. Like, it's not cheap. It's definitely not cheap. Oh yeah, right, I forgot. Explosion Scare is also a mod. So occasionally we just hear an explosion, and it means nothing. Okay, we need a small military build won't cut it, will it? How are we going to do a large military build? Okay, what do flamethrowers take? What is the bare minimum for this? Oh, those aren't terrible. Wait, is it not linearly worse? Hold on, what do flamethrowers cost in vanilla? Flamethrower turret. What does the research cost for this? 50. Okay, either it's not linearly worse. Like, I don't think everything scales equally with the marathon or with the tiers. So maybe some things are only 6 times more expensive. Like this right here is only a total of about 400 science, which is an 8 times multiplier. But I swear the rocket silo is like 12 times more expensive. So maybe that the tiers also do that. But yeah, flamethrowers are definitely attainable. Yo, what's up, pal? You know what? We're going to stop researching. We're going to start going for military. But yeah, welcome. Thanks for the raid. We are suffering today. Not entirely sure exactly what all this mod changes. We're still figuring things out. And biters are getting a little bit unruly, which is fun. Oh my gosh, what is this? Why? Do I need military 3? That's what I need for a tank. Is a tank worth it? Oh god. No. Okay. Hello, Micro. Hello, Hal. Hello, Brat. But yeah, the summary of the mod is it was made as an April Fool's joke. And it was made as an April Fool's joke for more people than I have right now. Because right now I only have me. I only have me, myself, and I. But this was not designed for one player. It was designed to torture multiple people. So we're going through that alone. It is an experience. We haven't fully figured out what all changes, and as we research more texts, things get even worse. So, I mean, we'll never fully know when things will stop getting worse. But we do have a spreadsheet. Well, it's not a spreadsheet. I have a table in the Google Doc because I did not realize I would need a spreadsheet to keep track of things initially. So if you want to know what all it changes, there's a nice summary there. It's incomplete because we don't really know for sure what is accurate, and some things are very vague, so I don't know what they mean. But we're figuring things out. Occasionally, I think some things we'll never know the answer to, but most of them we'll probably know by the end. And if not, I don't know. I'm sure someone will tell me once I finish it. But things are, we have Marathon. So if you played Factorio or looked at the map gen settings, there's a setting called Marathon mode, which makes things a lot more expensive. So research is currently like 6 to 12 times more expensive, which is a lot. I would not recommend it if you can avoid it. And I think it's just going to keep getting more expensive. Biters can walk on water. That's a fun one. It's making it really hard to defend our base. So we're currently working towards flamethrowers. Because if we can get to flamethrowers, at least defenses are cheap. Oh yeah, they also have bad puns. What was the Tsar of Russia's favorite fish? Sardines. I think they're great. They keep me going. They also have random facts. They're not always just puns. Sometimes they're just like, hey, did you know this frog exists or something? But yeah, it's made to make us suffer. We don't normally do things this awful on Mondays, but you know what? I've been wanting to do this one for a while. I missed the actual run when they did it on April Fools, so we're making up for lost time. Okay, and then I'm just trying to get rid of my inventory right now. Okay, did we not connect that? Why aren't we getting stone? Okay, we are getting stone. We're just getting less than half of it. I think I might have to split off. Because I do want walls and I want landfill fairly equally. So we're going to split it early. Because right now it is not giving a 1-to-1 ratio. So we'll just get rid of that. We'll bypass it. We'll bypass it at the input so that way things are better. Okay, things are getting destroyed. Oh, cool. They're now attacking from the top right. I love it. You got Big Brain to deal with Factorio. This is, for something like this, it's more just perseverance than anything. Because we don't really know what we need to plan for. It's just suffering. I want to plan a factory, and then we learn that, you know, things randomly rotate when we place them. Makes it a lot harder to plan a factory when you don't know how things are going to be placed. Okay, pollution's getting a bit far. I don't see a world where we don't just kind of like lock ourselves into a flamed wall. Let's see, how large is our base? That's not too bad. So it's probably about 1,000 walls to cover our whole base in flamethrowers. I don't love it, but it's manageable. Alright, thanks for the luck. I'll definitely need it. Have a good one. Will flamers even work on water? That's a good question. I mean, I could always landfill in front of the water. Like, Factorio doesn't really have... Factorio doesn't quite have actual, you know, walking on water biters, so it's not something that I've ever had to think about before. How much? I don't think I have the landfill to defend the base. Do I have to, like... Should I start, like, converting my base to only use the land? What options do I have here? Because we can't just wall off sections. They can come from anywhere, which means we need like a solid square. And we need the landfill in front of it. So that means if we need 800 walls, that means we need like 10 times that in landfill. Use water, flamers plus water to make steam. That would be fun. We have not produced blue science in a while. It's out of sulfur somehow. They're out of water? What? How? How? How could that possibly be out of water? Oh, it's not connected at all. Okay, never mind. That makes sense then. I forgot we broke the connection earlier and didn't fix it. Okay, that's not a big deal. That one we can live with. There we go, and then we'll make this an underground, so that way I can walk through it. Perfect. Okay, yeah, I don't know how we're going to defend this base. Bots might help. We might have to research bots. Because at least bots can replace turrets. The only downside is they can replace a turret and the turret can turn on me. Which is not ideal. To put it lightly. Having turrets be auto-placed and then be rogue is bad. Everything requires landfill. How much landfill do we have before we make a decision? We have 3,000. Okay. We only really need landfill here, here, and here. So technically, we probably have enough landfill. I like the idea that I have to make a wall with turrets. Okay. But we have to include a space for the spiders to stand on and get burned. Okay, we should also start military science first. We actually don't need a ton. Unfortunately, we don't have a ton either, so that's kind of problematic. Okay, so first things first, let's get some... What is that doing there? Let's get some more regular ammo. I guess we can also put, like, regular gun turrets and ammo. I mean, if we're blocking ourselves in, we might as well add some gun turret ammo belt shenanigans, right? Okay, and then we need more... We need more grenades. So grenades are a ratio of 1 to 1. I guess we can just do military science here. That's not a problem. It's not like we're using that anymore. It was initially to save coal, and then we realized we have plenty of coal. And then we realized we have plenty of oil, too. So yeah, we definitely did need that coal. Not anymore, at least. But yeah, I think we can do military science here. Okay, 7 grenade assemblers. That's definitely enough. Thank you for that. That's what I wanted. This mod just makes you slowly go insane. The super... Okay, so that is something that I was given permission to do whenever we realized the scenario wasn't really made for one person. Like, it was like 20... I think it was like 20-something people were playing on it. So I think I gave myself 5 or 10 times mining speed and 5 or 10 times mining productivity for our drills. Because otherwise it's a full-time job just to expand drills. Because I would spend 30 minutes to get 100,000 copper. Which would have been fine, except it also increased research costs by 10 times. So I would have had to spend like 10 hours just mining rocks. Just to get half of the iron I needed, basically. So we fortunately don't have to worry about that. That keeps me a little bit more sane. Just a little, though. Okay, so we have grenades. That means we don't really need that one anymore. Now we need this ammo. I think we can spaghetti this over here, especially if we just cut this. Yeah, what does all that gold do? Partially to be annoying, but we also can use it to buy some upgrades. So we can buy like a temporary walk speed increase, which I'm pretty sure is just a meme. Actually, no, pretty confident that one's just a meme. And then we can buy like exoskeletons. So that's why we have exoskeletons and power armor right now. We were able to spend the coins on that. So coins drop randomly, and we also get them from mining rocks. Oh, we're being attacked, and I probably should not be ignoring it right now. Ooh, that's my power plant. That's actually quite bad. Fortunately, it's only half the power plant, so we won't brown out or anything, but it's not great. Okay. Yeah, we should actually visit the shop. I think we can afford the next power armor upgrade. Okay, I don't think we have enough steel and copper to support this, but we're gonna try. Okay. Now I think that's good. We're gonna buffer some ammo just for personal use, and then we also need to make walls and military science here somehow. So let's see. Walls are definitely limited by things other than our ability to get assembly machines. So I think going for military science is actually not that helpful, but I don't know what else we can be doing. The random rotations are cruel. They're very cruel. And they can also do it when you just rotate an assembling machine. I thought it was just going to be when you place one, but no, if you rotate them, they can also... It can also mess with you when you rotate. It's very mean. At least belt isn't randomly... That we know of. Or it's not rotating yet. I don't fully believe it will never do that, though. Because we have something called Spinning World. Like, there is a modifier called Spinning World, and we have not figured out what it does yet. And I'm worried it has something to do with rotations, because that makes sense to me. But I don't know what else it could mean if it's not randomly rotates belts. So we just exist to suffer right now. But, I mean, the fact that we haven't seen a belt rotate means that's probably not what it does, but I feel like it's something in the same vein. Oh, come on. Smart belt doesn't work if things become non-mineable, by the way, if anyone's wondering. Okay, so Viters kind of went haywire here. That's fine. I love my rogue turrets. They're fantastic. Okay, we're running low on walls. We're running low on a lot of things, actually. Everything is suffering. I wonder if it would be a good idea for me to research... Like, maybe things don't get worse unless I actually research a higher tier. Like, what if I research everything tier 1 first? I don't know if that will advance my suffering. So it's not something I've really been wanting to test, but I really need to figure it out. Okay, so we need bricks. I actually don't know why we don't have bricks. Did we never reconnect the smelting? We might not have just... It could just be that we didn't reconnect the smelting lane, actually. That's pretty likely. Huh. Interesting. What's the issue here? Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, we're being attacked again. Why don't we just put turrets up here? Oh, that's why. That's why we don't just put turrets up here. Yeah, it makes sense now. Oh my gosh. We got 3 out of 4 rogue turrets. Okay, the odds of rogue turrets are very high now. Okay, thank God. We're good. Okay, that one was on me. I'll take the blame for that one. I mined so fast that I accidentally let go of... I accidentally bumped right click and it instantly destroyed it. Okay, so at least the damages to our power aren't going to be super awful anymore. Well, of course, until we run out of ammo up there. Then we're doomed. We might need to push some bases while military science researches, because we still need... Honestly, we need a fairly large amount. And then we need some more... We need some more repair packs. Yeah, I think we also need bots. I think I need to research bots, but what if they're bad? Right? Like, that's a distinct possibility. They could be terrible. But if I'm surrounding my base in turrets, I need to surround myself in repair packs too. I don't know. I don't really see a world where we can defend our base that easily. Especially since we're not really producing walls. See, where are walls, by the way? I want to store half of them for personal use. Because we need like 1,000, right? I think I said I needed about 1,000. And that's for a single layer wall. The bottom turrets are not walled off because of water. You're right. I figured it would be fine. But that is a gap they can walk through. Might as well not risk it. At least we have lots of landfill. Landfill produces really fast when it's produced by a loader. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't know which is the worst part of this. The worst change this mod has made. They're all pretty bad. Everything is slightly painful. I think right now the water one is the walk on water is definitely the worst aspect. Bullet damage is research on force level, so evil turrets will not get the bonus. Okay, that's pretty good. That's good to know. The reason I haven't been researching that is because it seemed expensive, and we didn't have military science, but it's probably worth looking into now. If we're just accepting that we're in it for the long haul, I think we need a defended base. We're out of ammo completely. That's not good. Oh, and we don't have a replacement for that. Oh, that's most of our power. I don't think we'll brown out, but we definitely need to fix that pretty quickly. Okay, also there's really no excuse for that not being defended. Okay. I'm just trying to make my base not brown out right now. So we fix this, we go down to the wrong spot. We need a turret wall over here. We desperately need a turret wall. Okay, we go down to the basement. We get Power Armor Mark II, and hopefully can also afford 2 exoskeletons now. If we can't, we're still going to be very slow. So I'm really hoping we can afford this. Okay, Power Armor Mark II. Oh, that's nice, actually. Oh, that's real good. Okay. Perfect. We can't afford another reactor, but we can afford another exoskeleton. So that's something. Right? We can afford an exoskeleton. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, well, we picked up the right one, so we're good. Can we sell it? No. So I guess we can just leave it here. Why did that explode? Oh, it didn't explode. Scale things. There's a real chance you won't succeed this challenge. Yeah, that's a distinct possibility. Like, if it gets to behemoths and stuff. But, I mean, if we can get, like, a defended wall, we can just kind of AFK. Like, if we can just get things set up and turtle, we'll be fine, right? Like, that is a very real possibility. If we can't turtle, we're doomed. Okay, well, at least we're good for a little bit. Do we have, like, a secret stash of 5,000 coins somewhere? No. But at least we have better armor. Okay, we definitely need to push bases. Which means we need ammo, which we should have not plenty of, but some of. We don't need walls. We do need an ammo chest, which is here. Okay, 400 ammo. That's decent. Yeah, biters are definitely destroying us faster than we can protect against them, which is rough. If we had landmine, oh my gosh, everything requires like so much research. Why do they have to walk on water? Okay, let's go south, because making a path for biters apparently doesn't cause a problem at all. So I mean, it is nice that we can just landfill. Honestly, is it worth it to try to like save the landfill? I don't think it is. Okay, where are these biters coming from? That's the real question. How do I tell, actually? I don't think there is a way, unless I can get the radar to rescan it. I mean, I guess technically, if I have enough radars, I can get constant coverage, right? But I don't think that's within my power. I don't think that's within my power specs. But I feel like the biters are not coming from this direction. But yeah, I definitely don't have the power to do something like a massive radar system to get live coverage. But these guys are within radar range, so I feel like these are some of the biters that are attacking me. Also, we left some guy there. That's rough. Hey, we don't have a car, but we do have a decent amount. Equip my radar equipment. Yeah, we just need to put a radar in our armor kit. I think that's the only solution, right? Okay, we definitely need more defenses. I wonder if biters get stronger over time. Because that is a very distinct possibility. I don't want to think about it, but it is possible. What if we move bases? Like, what if we just abandon the center iceberg? How viable is that? Probably not very viable. But what if it does work? What if it works? Okay, I'm really hoping that Biter stumbles upon like some turret at some point. Okay, the triple exoskeletons are very useful actually. I will say that's making combat significantly easier. Of course, acid just kind of builds up on the ground, so it will eventually stop. But we can, oh wait. Once we get the next exoskeleton, or not exoskeleton, we need another portable fusion reactor. But once we get that, we can start buying things like shields and combat shotgun ammo. Like, we can just buy ammo. That's not really a problem. Okay. So far, so good. I think this is the main attacks from, like, the south, at least. I hope those are nicely defended. We are running out of grenades. Let's see, what are other things good for pushing biters? Combat robots are good, but I think only if you get a very large amount of upgrades for them. I don't think we can get enough ammo upgrades for that to matter. Oh, cool, we're up to medium spitters. Yeah, we're doing. Yeah, the evolution, definitely we need to keep outpacing. Okay, at least the south's got to be defended, and also biters do work as cliff explosives, which is nice. Maybe I should try to lead a pack of biters into the cliffs inside my base. That would be pretty nice. That would actually be very nice. Oof. Do we have enough grenades for this? If I can get rid of just the spawners, I think I'm content. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's good. They're destroying a lot of our base right now, though. So we need to run back ASAP. Is there a problem with lasers in this mod? They're expensive, just like in vanilla? Or do you mean like personal lasers? The biggest problem, if you mean like laser turrets, is that turrets can go rogue, and lasers would be a very bad thing to go rogue. You meant personal ones, okay. The main thing is we just haven't bought them. We might be able to use a couple. Yeah, this isn't too devastating. It's not great, but this attack isn't the end of the world. We'll probably end it here, though, for today. We've been playing a while. Yeah, that explains a lot. That explains the beeping. That's a lot of spitters. Okay, how important is this section of my base? Technically, if this doesn't run, I don't use a lot of power, so maybe it's fine. Yeah, it's probably fine for a while. Also, they actually didn't break the power plant, which is nice. Yeah, let's go see what laser turrets cost. Maybe they're not too bad. What did they take to run? 75 kilowatts? Ooh, that's actually really reasonable. I mean, we're relying on batteries here, right? 600. Oh, we can run 2 laser turrets and still have a surplus energy. Okay, so we can do 1 personal laser defense. I guess maybe I could start working towards like a combat suit. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Is there anything that increases laser damage? I guess it would be the laser damage research, right? Would apply to that. We should start working towards flamethrowers too. We've probably produced some military science, right? We've produced half of what we need? Okay. That's not that close. We're limited by walls, right? Yeah, we're limited by walls. Okay. There's not a ton I can do about that, actually, right? Wait, are we... Am I inserter speed limited? I'm inserter speed limited. Whoops. Okay. We have loaders, so let's make this not an issue. Okay, let's turn off our bots. Switch it to loader. Loader. Flip. Flip. And then if we just split it ahead of time, I think we're good. Yeah, let's do steel straight. Perfect. So that way we can just have this go here. And then this is going to make a weird loop, and the only reason for that is because of our steel buffer chest. Now we can have this same logic of keeping it under 500. 500 and 500. Okay. That should drastically increase our wall production, because I did not realize we were literally limited by input speed this whole time. We also don't have coal. That's weird. I feel like we should have coal. Let's see, it would go here. Okay, if I had to guess, it's just because we don't have an output from this. So that should work. We can also start outputting from this buffer chest, I guess. Which we didn't really leave space to do, I'm realizing. But what we can do is we can output from these ones. Rotate that, I guess, to get rid of it. Rotate this one, and then we'll go up. Is this balanced? Not at all, but that's fine. It's good enough. Okay, and one more loader. We also have a lot of resources to get rid of. I don't know where we got all this copper, but we definitely don't want it. Oh wait, I want a regular loader here. Okay. So now we can just rotate these. And we can start burning through our coal buffer. But it looks like next time we need to get coal. Oh, cool. So we'll add that. Let's see. Flamethrower. Just defenses in general. Defenses and coal. You have to go to bed to protect your sanity? Yeah, and I have to stop playing this to protect my sanity. But I want to get lasers. How much time? I do have a little bit of time left. Well, I guess I don't want lasers. I want personal laser defenses. The floor is level 3. Okay, that's not too bad. Wait, I wonder if the texts we get are related to the changes we get. I wonder if they're related to the text we research or just random, because they could be either, honestly. It's probably just coincidence that researching flamers gave us floor is lava, but it's a really fun coincidence nevertheless. Also, I'm pretty sure we abandoned our bots just now. That's fine. So can that fit there? Okay. We have to use the OG dungeon support here, just because that's all we have right now. Fortunately, we can mine really fast, so that's good. See, where does this go? Perfect. We can fit another one there, another one here, and then probably a dungeon support. That's not where I wanted it. Dungeon support here. Okay, that might be good enough. Also, we'll add a lamp, because it's just pretty. It doesn't help, but it is pretty, and that's what matters. We have to do what we can to make our base a little bit less painful. Even if that's just adding lamps every now and then. Okay, and then I want to sideload this so it's balanced. Not like balance is a huge concern in this mod, but, you know, we'll do what we can. That was kind of expensive. Okay, that's a decent amount of coal. It's not a lot, but considering we get like 10 times mining productivity, it's way more than it looks. And then I think we cleared enough of the surface over here that we can probably get... Let's see, will that work here? Yeah, that'll work. And we've cleared enough that we probably can afford laser turrets, right? No. Wait, what? I thought we had like 700 coins. Okay, new plan. We're just gonna walk in a direction and hold right click. I think that's a reasonable plan. Oh, of course there's cliffs in the way. The plan immediately stopped working. Yeah, we're just coin farming right now, if anyone's wondering. I want to get those personal laser defenses for next time. Okay, appears to be no changes. We have flamethrower tier 1, so we have like 3 more tiers and then we're good. Okay, and then these are resources that I could technically use, but honestly I don't care that much about them right now. Now this oil in the basement is actually kind of useful now if we update the mod. It's like a safe source of oil that we can consider using. Probably not worth it, but it is an option. Okay, let's buy the laser turret and skedaddle. Or not laser turret, sorry, personal laser defense. Okay. Oh, cool, it's an attack on both fronts, I love it. Okay, so they destroyed our solid fuel buffer, that's fine. Okay. And then over here, honestly, that one's doing okay. So we're actually going to add more detail. Push left. There we go, because we're not doing that today, but we desperately need to push the western front. I think staying ahead of biters is probably a better option than defending at the time being, because we still need to produce about 200 military science. Which should produce a lot faster now, but that's still a lot of military science. We also need some boilers. So yeah, we have a lot that we need to do. Not a lot of time today, so we'll just end it there. We'll continue this probably next week, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Depends if I want to do burner designing or not. But that's it for me today. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna go relax because this mod is so stressful. Solo. There's just so many different places that get destroyed at any given time. It's a lot of work for one person. It's definitely not meant for solo. But exoskeleton's power armor should help a lot with us being able to get around and do things better, so we can act as more people much more easily. But yeah, have a good one. Peace.